Hey guys, this is Tomo. Thanks for watching. Today I want to share with you about my experience of having two vaccines, both Pfizer, last month in August, and for COVID-19. And today I want to share with you how my experience was of taking the vaccine and what happened afterward, the side effects and that, and my message to you. I'm gonna talk in this order, okay? So especially this video is for those who have not taken any vaccine, either AstraZeneca or Pfizer or Moderna or any other type of it for COVID-19, and or for those who are still considering to take it but are afraid enough not to take it. So you haven't chosen to take it yet. Okay, so my experience of taking the vaccines, I'm gonna share with that first. Today it's September 10th, yeah, and 2021, and I took Pfizer vaccine for COVID-19 in August 3rd first, and then August 3rd for the first shot, and then my second shot I took it on August 24th, 21 days apart exactly. And I took it at my doctor's place where I used to go to. I usually go to her when my symptom is worsened. So I could trust her, I have a sense of trust in her. So I went there, and also my wife took the vaccines too, 1 week apart, because my wife and I discussed that so many people have had the side effects, whether it's high fever or headache or lethargy, the sense of lethargicness. And so I felt, or maybe we discussed it and we decided it may be a better idea if we did it in a different timing, not at the same time, because if either one of us gets the side effect, whether it's good or bad, whether the degree is really severe or less, it would be helpful so that we can help each other, the other person can help. Right. So I took it first, and then a week after my wife took it, and then 3 weeks later I took it on the 24th last month, and then my wife took it a week after. And so what I did is to discuss with my wife first and really talk it through. And fortunately, my wife and I agreed that we should both take it. She told me that she wants to take it, and I respected that, and then I thought about it, and then I came to think that I really want to take it too, for the reasons I mentioned to you later. Okay, and so I decided to take it, and what happened afterward was so many other persons who had the shot. It's the same. I had the really huge side effect. Not too bad, but I had enough side effect that I couldn't kind of function normally. For the first time, I had high fever, 38.3 Celsius, which is probably almost 100 or less Fahrenheit, which is really high. And so 38.3 to 38.5. So I took it at 4:40 p.m. on the 3rd of August, and my fever immediately went up that night, starting like maybe 7 p.m. A couple hours later. My fever started to go up really high, and at 11 p.m. or so, it hit 38.5. And of course, I couldn't sleep because I was too sick. I was lethargic, and I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to lie down and drink water and just rest. And fortunately, after a little bit of struggle of sleeping, I was able to sleep past 1 or 2 a.m. And then I woke up, and then my fever was completely gone. Yeah. So for my first shot of COVID, Pfizer, I was able to recover really quickly. On the second day, I was really okay, and no sense of headache or high fever or lethargicness. It was completely good, so thank God for that. But the second time, 24th, on the 24th, I took it second time. That was worse. So on the first day, as the first time, since the first time I had the high fever, I was expecting to have high fever or other kind of symptoms, side effect. But somehow on the first night, I took it at the same time, 4:40 p.m. on that day. But somehow there was no side effects. So I felt, okay, maybe I don't have any side effects, so I can just do whatever I want on the next day. So the next day, I felt I was completely okay. And as the first time, because the first time I had the really severe symptom on the first night, and the second time I didn't have any symptom whatsoever on the first night, and second day in the morning I was really okay, I thought. So I actually went to swim because I usually swim 3 times a week. I swim. So I went to swim at the pool where I usually go to, and after swimming, I started feeling a little weak and lethargic. And after going home, I started feeling hot. Like hot as in like feeling a sense of like eating hot noodles or hot udon or soba during the heat of the summer or something. It was really, really hot. So I started feeling hot, and then I started feeling a sense of chill, feeling cold, and then when I checked the temperature, it was 37 point something and 38. It went up to 38.3 in the end, which is again like 100 more or less Fahrenheit. And so the second day onward, third, fourth, and fifth day, I didn't feel good at all. And in addition to the high fever and lethargicness, I also felt headache a little bit, and there is a sense of like out of breath, like I couldn't breathe properly. I felt somehow my breath was like, when I'm inhaling, I can't inhale properly. When I exhaling is like the air is leaking somewhere else, like from my lung or bronchi or something. That's how I felt. So there are like much many symptoms on the second time in my case. And it's like I'm not an exception, because so many people, more and more people actually have more severe symptoms on the second time than the first time, as you may know, right? Especially if you already have taken the vaccine for COVID. So this is what happened, and the side effects was really severe. And so what I did to cope with those symptoms is to again talk to my wife first and prepare all the electrolytes or all the other potassiums or electrolyte containing water or liquid, like sport drinks and other things. Like in Japan, it's called Pocari Sweat and things like that. And also other jellies that's easy to eat and swallow. So I prepared those jellies and juice, food that's easy to eat. Don't need to bite and things like that, and lots of liquid, literally a lot of liquid. I bought like 3-4 bottles of 2-liter Pocari Sweat, and I was well prepared enough, fortunately, so that I was able to not need much care whatsoever. But thankfully my wife was there at home, and then was able to see me and talk to me and take care of me when I needed help. So that really helped a lot. Yeah. So that's the symptom that I had, and maybe it's not that much different from what you may have experienced if you already have taken, or so many other people who have taken it also. But my message to you, lastly, is that please, if you haven't taken it, or if you're still considering to take the vaccine for COVID, please consider seriously, because my advice to you, number one is to think about it really seriously, and please think about yourself, and not only yourself, but also important people around you. For instance, your family, your father, your mother, your child, or your children, or your sister, or your brother, or your friends, dear friends. Please think about not just yourself, but also the important people around you, because if you have COVID, you are gonna suffer a lot. And you may think some of my friends are actually have been saying like, some of my friends said they don't want to take it because, and I asked them why, and then they say like, I'm young enough so that I won't die or I won't get as severe as other people, the symptom, or because my immune system is high, I won't suffer much and I can recover fast. I think I can. To me, I respect them and their opinions, but I honestly feel like they may be a little naive, and many doctors in Japan, actually maybe over 90% of the doctors are, in my gut feeling, okay, there's no statistics or whatsoever, but my gut feeling is like 90% over doctors are if not for, they understand the benefit and the demerit of the vaccine, either Pfizer or AstraZeneca or Moderna. So they find a lot more merit over the demerits, the potential demerits. It could be leading to death, for instance. Yes, some people have died because of this, taking the vaccine, allegedly, even in Japan, allegedly, which means it's not confirmed yet, I think. And so, as many doctors have claimed and believed that there is more merits, because number one, you can protect yourself from having it. If you have the vaccine, it can reduce the likelihood of you getting the COVID. And number two, which is more importantly, I think, is so you can prevent, even if you have the COVID after taking the shot, you can prevent the worsening of it as compared to if you have not taken it. So that's the huge merit, I think. And that's what the many doctors in Japan here have been saying that. And I completely agree and concur. And so I have decided to take it. And so please think about the important person around you, your family member, your friends, or for those friends or people who you can call family. Okay, please think about those and discuss with them your feeling, your opinion, and also listen to their feeling and opinion as well, because sadly and unfortunately, this world is divided, dichotomized into two categories. One, for those who do not want to take it, and they have their own beliefs, and they believe in different kinds of schools and things like that. But for another group that believes the benefit is way more than the demerits and choose to take. And so unfortunately the world is divided, and it's not just Japan, but like it's like abroad, America, England, Italy, and all the other kinds of parts of the world. And so please have your own sense of opinion and will, and please do not believe in something that you may think is dubious, and try not to believe in something that like so easily. Don't give in. Please think with your own mind and take in all the opinions from both sides, and most importantly, like I mentioned to you, talk to the people who are important to you, who mean to you a lot, and decide. Unfortunately, in some cases, like my friends, for instance, husband and wife or girlfriend and boyfriend, their opinions differ. For instance, a boyfriend wants to take it and the girlfriend doesn't want to take it, and vice versa, or husband and wife. It could be that, and it's unfortunate, but it happens. And when that happens, I suggest you really to talk it through, but not just talk, but to listen. Listen to the other person's opinion, and don't negate or deny, but to respect and accept the fact that he or she is feeling that way, or wanting that way, or don't want that way. Listen and respect is the key. And so do that. And yet, if you and the important person to you decide to disagree, then just agree to disagree, because that's the only thing you can do. And then finally you can just pray for them and think about them, and just do what you believe is better, whether to take the vaccine or not to take. Okay, so that was my message to you. My important message to you is that please talk to the person who means to you a lot, whether it's one person or two people. Please talk to the people who mean to you. Okay, all right. So in my own experience, I talked to my wife about it, and the reason why I took it is not only because I talked to my wife and then both she and I agreed to take it and see the benefit much over the demerits, but we actually have two young kids, 1-year-old and 3-year-olds almost, daughters, and so they are very little, and I was thinking of them, and if I have COVID or if my wife gets COVID, and if either of us or both of us suffer, they may inevitably have it too, in the end, whether none of us not knowing, right? And if that happens, it's a disaster, because nobody can take care of our kids, and what's gonna happen? It's a disaster, right? Can't think of it. So the huge reason why I chose to do it is because of my kids. If I have, or if my kids have, I can take care of them. If I have the vaccine, it's done, and my wife, again, like I mentioned to you, the two benefits of it is to prevent the likelihood of happening it, reduce the likelihood of getting the COVID, and also, more importantly, you can prevent the worsening of the COVID symptoms. And so that's the huge demerit I saw in my case personally. And if my kids have it, I can take care of them more ably. And if I have it, I can recover earlier than if compared to when I haven't taken it. So that's my own experience, and I understand that the situation and the reasons and the feelings and emotions, opinions are all different, and they vary depending on the person. So you may have totally opposite view of me, but this is my decision, and that I discussed with my wife, and thinking about especially my kids. So hope this video helps you decide if you want to take it or not, or if you have some anxiety about taking it, or negative feelings about the vaccines and things like that. I hope it broadened your perspectives a little bit about the vaccines, and hope that you will get to know just one simple example of this person, Tomo, taking the vaccines, and with the family, with the wife, and what happened, and what's the feeling about it. I'm actually super relieved that we're both vaccinated twice already, my wife and I, and so I'm super relieved. Hope that you will get the sense of the vibe of the sense of relief, and that the vaccines will bring, and also not just the feeling but also the effect, the prevention perspective as well. And most importantly, talk to your people. Okay, all right, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope it helps you in any way, and thanks again for watching this video. I don't upload videos in English as much as Japanese, but I hope you liked it, and if you found this video helpful, or it gave you some encouragement or uplift of your sense of anxiety and things like that, please subscribe to my channel, and if you like, and also like my video and comment on it if you have any questions. And thank you again so much for watching. May God bless you. Bye bye.